Welcome to this edition of Sultry Sports from the Albury from the Luncheon here at the Commercial Club of Albury, Albury's finest club. Some great food here as well, and it's a fantastic place to hold events. So I'll now take you to my first interview of the Luncheon coverage. Here we are with Royce Symonds, and I've got a couple of questions for you. How did you get your start in rugby league and the pathways you took to get where you were until your retirement?
Well, I got my chance to come to Sydney Rugby League. First of all, I come down and trialled with St George, and I didn't make it, and I went back home. Then following year, I come back down and I trialled with South Sydney, and again, I didn't look like I was going to make it, but I was lucky enough to be contacted by Penrith, the club I played my whole career at. They contacted me and said, would you like to come out for a trial? Which I come out for a trial, and after the game they decided to offer me a contract, and I took up the offer because I just wanted to get into Sydney football and play first grade football, and so I took up their offer, and back in them days you had to work and play, so it was a combination of work and play. So I took on the job at Penrith as a greenkeeper. So I was working, and working 6-7 days a week, and also training with Penrith of a night, because that's when we used to train back then. You train of a night, then you have a light run of a Saturday morning before you played on the Sunday. So my career started off back there in 1980 as we were only part-time, and so I followed that along. I continued to be a greenkeeper for a few years, and end up continuing on then to play from Penrith from 1980 to 1991, and along the way it was still all part-time football, but along the way I was lucky enough to become captain of Penrith. Then I was lucky enough to get picked for New South Wales, and lucky enough to get picked for Australia. Then in the end, was very fortunate to be in the Penrith 1991 grand final side, and so I retired from football after that season. But I continued then I give up greenkeeping as far as general life's concerned, and did some marketing with the club. So I was very happy that Penrith Club supported me over so many years, and I've really enjoyed me time there as a footballer.
Okay, and now I'll ask you the next question. Okay, the next question is, how do you feel the game has changed from when you played? And if you played in the game today, how would you feel?
I'd love to be playing in today's game, because it's all... it's all full time. You get to just go to train. You get to watch so much video on the game. The trainers are so professional. The coaches are so professional. You learn so much. I'd love to be in today's game, but unfortunately I'm too old to be in today's game. But I really enjoy today's players. I enjoy watching the game, and more importantly, I really enjoy a lot of company of the young men today. They particularly at the Penrith Club, I know all the boys there because I work there, and they all come to me and they all say good day to me, and they show so much respect around me, and it's just wonderful to be part of that club, and wonderful to be part of the young Penrith side who continues to get better and better each year, and hopefully in the next year or two they get to experience what I experienced, winning a premiership, and under the modern game.
Now the last question is, what do you think the NRL should do to help the game out in regional areas like Albury?
Well, certainly this is a great idea, and congratulations to Souths and everyone to come down and put the game on here. But I really think the NRL overall need to work a little bit harder in the schools, and get some of the first grade players out at the schools, handing out footballs, handing out posters, handing out drink bottles. I think we're missing that age bracket of when you go to school to when you finish at school. Them people to me are the future of who's going to be buying, our Foxtel, who's going to be going to games, who's going to watching the games. I don't think we're doing enough work with the younger generation, not putting enough time in with them. But that's my advice to the rugby league: get out to the young people, win them over a bit more, get the first grade players out there, mix them with the young blokes, because they become the heroes, and they're going to be paying paying to watch games and go to games, and paying for Fox and so on and so on. So that's my advice to the league. I don't know if it's good or bad, but that's my advice. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Here we are with Gary Freeman. Now, my first question to you is, how did you get your start in rugby league and the pathways you took to get where you were until you retired?
Okay, mate. Well, I was quite lucky that my mum used to take me down and play football when I was only like 5 and 6. That gave me the start in rugby league, and I loved playing the game itself. To break into the international scene, I was actually a little bit lucky. A couple of other players got some injuries, and I got selected for New Zealand in '86. That gave me an opportunity then to get to play over here in the New South Wales Cup. Was back then, and I played for Balmain. So again, I was quite lucky. And 1988 was the first time I came over here. We played for Balmain, and we played the grand final in '88, '89. Didn't win them, but enjoyed my time, 9 years.
Okay, question number 2. What things did you do after your retirement?
Mate, I actually was quite lucky. I went into TV and did a lot of Fox Sports stuff. Did that for 14 years after I retired.
Cool. Fantastic. How do you feel the game has changed from when you played? And if you played now, how would you feel?
I'll be a lot richer. I think that the players deserve everything that they get now. I think back then we were actually all right paid at the same time, but I think nowadays that there's so much scrutiny on the players about how they perform week in, week out, and what they do on and off the field. So I think they deserve every cent they get, and then they probably deserve more. But I think if I was playing now, I'd really enjoy it, because it's just different. The game's different, and I think you adapt once you change the years you play.
And the last question is, what do you think the NRL should do to help out the game in regional areas like Albury?
Mate, I think that what they should do is what's happening here now, like the Riverina game against South Sydney. At least the NRL side should go out to the country, play one game a year somewhere in the country, and just generate that support. That there's plenty of country locals out there that support all the teams in the NRL. It'd be nice that they get one out to Dubbo and Orange and Bathurst or Tamworth or whatever the case may be, and go and play some trial games out there anyway.
Well, thank you for the interview, and cheers. Good luck with the future.
Okay, cheers, mate. Cheers.
Hope you liked those 2 interviews. So hopefully you enjoyed today's coverage here from the Albury Thunder Luncheon at the Commercial Club. So tomorrow I'll be recording the Rabbitohs game, and I'll be doing the final 2 interviews at Albury Sports Ground. So don't forget to come to Albury Sports Ground and enjoy a great day of rugby league. So now a reminder, don't forget to like any of my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with what's happening at Albury Thunder. And yeah, so don't forget to like, and don't forget to comment on any videos and some ideas. So thank you for watching this great Silky Sports video, and until next time, bye for now.